What's Radiant's ban plan anyway? Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Five seconds. It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Hi there.
What's up, guys? What's up? I decided to,
5 seconds.
well, I was eating and, you know, finishing my food and stuff, and I was just gonna play AC tonight, but, you know, happened to time it perfectly with the series, so we're gonna start out with, at least one game of the series. Hopefully it's entertaining. Some good storylines here. So I saw a lot of Venge Drow today already. Like two games of Venge Drow. Now there's an IO Drow. IO Drow. It's an okay duo. It's not bad, but you need the right heroes with it.
10 seconds.
It's pretty good against Void and Viper though. Drow is good against Viper on lane and in game, and Drow is like a hero with no cooldowns, so that's pretty easy to play around Chrono CD. We'll see if these guys ban Venge. I would say Venge is pretty good against IO, or is pretty good against Void and Viper as well, so they might just go for Venge still,
10 seconds. What's
even if they
Radiant's
have IO.
ban anyway?
I think it's just like, if you have Drow, like, you just want Venge, so. We'll see if they ban it or not. Maybe they think that the IO is gonna be the Venge or the Drow combo and they don't need a Venge, but I'd say it's a pretty good ban here. Who do I think will win? Oof, I don't know. I have no idea. Both teams are playing below their usual standard, I would say. Like, Just Error had a bit of a rough start to their team, but if they get the wheels rolling or whatever, like get the ball rolling, I think they'll be a very strong team. Secret, I think they're
Just who will I?
hard to read right now. Usually I would just say easy for Secret in every series, but I think teams have a chance to beat them right now. So I think it's a good series. It could go... I'm still gonna go Secret, but it could be like a 2-1 win, could be close. So Beast ban. Beast is a good lane matchup against Void. Nothing special there. Secret ban Pugna. I think that's just because Sumel's been playing a lot of Pugna. They also banned Earth Spirit, which is also a Psychic hero, and I think it's good against Io and Drow. So just like comfort bans from Secret. Just they're banning like the heroes that they think are good against their heroes. I'm not sure about the Mars ban. I think Void is actually a fine matchup against Mars. But maybe there's something I don't know about. So they decide to ban Mars. Maybe it's just because they think Sai is a good Mars player. Why do I think they're not playing Techies? Well, I think it's Techies is not a hero you just play. You know, you have to, as a team, like you have to make a conscious decision. Like, okay, let's play this hero, and let's make it work. You know, and I think it's just a lot of takes a lot of effort and practice to do that as a team. Even if his Techies is good, like the team needs to know what to do around it. Like maybe like they don't really know. Like Sumel and Ramses might not really know like what they still go for the Venge, which I think makes a lot of sense. Good against both heroes, good with Drow, so that's a good pick. But Secret definitely needs some frontline. They have like 3 backline heroes right now, no heroes that go in first. The problem with picking Io and Venge with Drow is that Drow is not really a hero that frontlines, but Io and Venge want to sit behind Drow, you know. So realistically, it makes the team fighting a little bit weird. Like, how are you gonna position yourself? Like, is Venge and Io gonna play like next to Drow, which is like not really what they want to do, or is Drow gonna be a frontliner, which she can't really be because she deals no damage, you know? So it's a little bit weird. They're gonna need to pick like 2 heroes here that are gonna get like seriously in there, in my opinion. Venge and Io are both good with Drow, but having both with Drow makes it so that you have a lot of heroes that just don't want to be in front, which makes you like withdraw on the map a lot. Naturally, you're gonna withdraw because these heroes don't want to sit on high grounds and camp, and they don't want to go first. Unless it's gonna be some Venge that just runs in first and doesn't care about dying. Like they might just play with the aura more than swap, which is which is possible. It could also be a Psy Venge, and they pick a Yapso hero. Nope, it's a Psy hero right there. So that's the hero that goes in front. Spoiler in chat. I don't see the spoiler, but I guess it's this one. Bandit. Permabanned. Just letting you guys know, if you spoil, you're getting fucking permabanned, so enjoy that. Oh, no, I saw all the rest of the heroes, guys, so I'm just not gonna predict because there's no point. I already know the heroes. But I will just try to make sense of it. So Lich,
5 seconds.
I feel like Lich is just like a solid hero here. They just need a 5 hero. It's a good combo with Void. The shield is decent against Drow, I guess. Yeah, not too much to say about that. So I'm curious if it's gonna be Venge 4 or IO 4, because I don't think IO Centaur is a great lane, but
10 seconds.
Venge Centaur might have some kill potential on the edge. Not sure. Who do I think are the best top 3 roamers? Like, do you mean heroes or players? Could be a Venge mid. It could be Venge mid. It's been done before. I just think Venge Drow as a core duo is like as your 1-2 is a little bit weird with an IO. Maybe if they had some Undying type of hero instead of IO, like they could do it, but it's too passive. So they ban Bad Rider, which I'm not sure why they did. Because it's obviously Sai Centaur. I don't even think Nisha really plays bad that much, so that's a little bit of a weird ban to me. I think maybe they just didn't know what to ban and they just banned bad. That bad does not make any sense to me. Let's see. cr1t they still need a mid hero that runs around and does shit. It could be. Honestly, 100. I guarantee you guys, I forgot what the spoiler said. I just know that what this hero is, but I don't know what this hero is. I could see them pick some hero like Puck. I think Puck is pretty good here. Just because it's hard for them to really kill him. Like Tiny is awful against Puck. Void, it's pretty hard to chrono Void, and then they don't really have anything for him. It's decent with Venge. It gives him some pace. If not Puck, then maybe some like Secret usually likes to pick like some second core mid most of the time. So what could it be? I think Ember is pretty good for them. Both Ember and Void Spirit are decent. I think
5 seconds.
some Kanka is actually pretty good for Secret as well. I know what Jestera is picking, so yeah. Invoker, I think that makes it's an okay pick. I don't think Invoker is actually great against Drow at all, because Invoker is a fast hero, but he doesn't get on top of Drow, so. I think I like Kanka the most here for Secret. Kanka is pretty good here, and it's like a fat hero that was in front. Kanka, Ember, Void Spirit, some melee hero. Okay, Morphling. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of that, but I can see why. It's a good lane against Invoker. It'll create a lot of pressure just by being Morph. They don't really have good heroes to kill him. So it fits a Secret style where they put the pressure on the other team just by having hard heroes to kill and like having a lot of lane pressure. So it makes sense. I don't think a lot of heroes would pick, or a lot of teams would pick Morph there, but it's not bad. You should add a point scroll part my hair to the left instead of the right. The problem with that is that my hair is not, I mean it is partable to the other side, but it's not logical with my haircut, bro. Can't do that. My haircut is built for right side part. I can't do that. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't do it. Is Smell playing for NA or EU? He's playing for NA. I'm pretty sure, at least. From what I know, he's playing for NA. Yepsor IO. Yepsor used to be the IO player on this team for like a long time. When there was IO was always a 4, but Secret was never really an IO team. Like back when there was like for a long time, like people didn't really think of Secret as an IO team, and I don't think they thought of themselves as an IO team. So obviously that changed now because Puppy played like a shit ton of IO. Like he plays a pretty good IO now. Yepsor obviously plays it like I wouldn't say Yepsor's like the best IO, but he understands the hero and he's a good player. So I'm thinking about what perspective we want to see. We're gonna go with the Tiny. See, I saw a lot of Tiny recently. Like I'm not gonna lie, I saw a lot of Tiny. Like I saw Save play it like 3 times, 2 or 3 times, and I saw Hanskin play it too. I think, right? I'm not sure about this hero. It's a decent hero against Drow, but I'm a big Tiny fan. I think I understand this hero pretty well. I don't think he's great right now. I think maybe it's just like it just fits the heroes that people want to play. I'm not sure. I personally don't think Tiny is super good right now.
It's on now, Jax.
I mean, I think top lane is going to be a little bit more interesting than bot lane. Bot lane is going to be Tiny pulling second wave. I mean, I literally just saw this lane. Like, this was literally the lane that they just played. Alliance literally just played this lane, Viper Tiny against IO or Vince Drow. They literally just played it like... How long ago? Oh, Solo's dead. Oh my god, they gave he gave first blood to Nisha. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad for Shamil. This lane might be really rough for Shamil because this matchup is not good and he's playing on ping too. Like, well, we'll see. Top lane, I think they're just gonna contest the lane. Bot lane, like I said, he's gonna pull the second wave. He actually fucked up, or Matsu did something good. I'm not sure, but didn't get to pull the full wave here on Tiny. Let's see, this results in losing 1 melee creep, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not a big deal, honestly. They still got the lane position at decent place. Viper got level 2 somehow. I think that's really bad. Size looking good for top lane right now. I think this lane will be rough for Dire. Actually, this combo is pretty good because you have a lot of regen. Like you can just spam out double edge. It's pretty fucking gross actually. Poppy gets a kill on no one. Kind of unexpected. I think he was playing on a little bit low HP and he wanted to salve up. So I think Matsu here is gonna go help Puppy pull. Yes, he will. Okay, Puppy should go back to pulling. He's not going back though. I guess no one pushed away for them, so they're like fuck it. I think that's really bad by no one to use his W on the wave here when they have perfect lane position. It looks like Matsu's dead. Level 2 Viper and he still died. He's probably gonna miss like all these creeps on Drow, or at least half of them before he's up. But the death is not that bad. He lost no gold maybe. I'm not sure. Looks like he lost no gold. And he can bring puppy items, which is probably gonna be okay. Maybe he doesn't want to wait for that, I guess. Oh, he did bring him. Okay. Dire got the pull off, but looks like Radiant will be fine with lane position here. Maybe not.
Do Radiant want their middle tower to fall?
Puppy could die here. If no one just ran back, he would have died on Puppy, but kept running forward. Time dilation.
Radiant courier has been killed. Ugh, tiny everything.
Yeah. I'm also not a big fan of Matsu not buying boots on this lane, just because this is gonna be a fucking kill lane. Like, they're gonna go try to kill him all the time. I think he just needs boots first item. I don't like this band. I honestly don't even like him buying a Wraith band, but maybe he just bought out before he died. I'm not sure about that. This is the type of mid lane that is expected in this matchup, where Invoker like can't really play just for his own CS, because if he just trades CS, like, he's gonna lose the war. So I'm guessing Summel is just fucking with Nisha's CS as much as possible, and this is kind of the result. Like, both players have a lot of denies, like, they don't really have a lot of CS. This is honestly pretty good for Summel. He has 2 nulls, he has DD, playing pretty even on this lane. Let's see. Top lane is still good for them, but Roman is farming. He's got his Morbid Mask. He's probably gonna. The problem with this build is that I don't think. Oh, Summel with a solo kill. That's not supposed to happen. I guess he caught him off with the Cold Snap into Tornado. He's playing on 2 low HP. He doesn't have a range drop either. That's a good play by Summel. Good play. Meanwhile, they should trade bot again. Same trade as before. This time Matu kills no one first, which is good for Matu, but this is literally the dream lane for Tiny, you know? And he's fucking low 5 because of these trades. Drow is low 4. It's kind of sad. Venge is also low 5, so like the 2 supports on this lane is super happy about what's going on, but I think for Dire that's better. Like, you'd rather have a level 5 Tiny than a level 5 Venge. Looks like top is kind of stabilized for Dire. Decent net worth for pretty much everyone has decent net worth, but the biggest thing is that the Tiny is almost level 5 and Venge is level 5. It's pretty big. I think honestly it's a little bit surprising to me that Yapster is playing without TP on bot lane, because it's so easy for him to turn these kills on Matu. If it's pretty telegraphed when they're committing on him, and he has a Salve or Fairy, like it's really easy to turn around and help the draw. But he has no Salve, he has no Fairy. Not sure about that. He's literally rushing the mech. Matu went for the Gust, which I think he probably should have done at level 4, but it's a hard call to make. But I think Gust basically means that him and Puppy will never die on this lane.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
Move cam, true, I was gonna move the cam, but I forgot about it. That's better, right? Okay, we're missing kill on Puppy. They're not gonna trade this time, or maybe they will. Yes, they will. No, they won't. Oh, he got the hit off. This time Yapster TPs, but Viper's level 6. Bad trade. Very bad trade. He has urn charges. Yapster might be dead here too. He's waiting for the creep wave so he can tether here. He will get it off. He's fine. Good play by Yapsar. The fact that Summel solo killed Nisha might actually just mean that this is gonna be too fast paced for Secret. Like, this matchup, like at some point it's supposed to turn so that Morph can't really sit here, or Invoker can't really sit here, I think. But I mean, I could be wrong. Like, that's just how it used to go. This matchup used to be bad for Invoker, but this year is pretty strong right now. So it could just be that the matchup is pretty even now. Obviously, he's not supposed to die on Morph, but. Got DD, big rune for him. I worry a little bit for Secret's like space creating ability here. Like,
Dire's top tower is about to fall.
I think Puppy's gonna have to do a lot of work, because he's basically the highest level support in the game. Like Tiny's same as him, but Morph is not really gonna rotate. Centaur is like good TP by Sumel. They got a kill on size. That's like the highest net worth hero in the game before that. It's a good play. They use Chrono for it, but that's fine. I think the problem is like they can't really force the Void out of this lane with Centaur. They don't have a combo that will kill. Is he dead again? Oh my god, that was pretty close. They don't have a combo that can kill him with Centaur. Like they have Venge, but they need Venge Drow. They need Venge Drow Centaur to kill him. This guy. They can maybe do it, but it's a hard kill. They got the mid tower though with Morph DD, so they punish the fact that Sumel TP top. What is no one doing here? This is actually crazy by him. He's a 340 movement speed hero, hitting the tower completely alone. I think that's insane. That's a really bad death. Like he's also like, he was also the highest net worth hero in the game before that. So some bad feats by, I think this death by Sai was really bad, and I think this death by no one is even worse because he knows Sai is respawning, and this like it's just crazy death when you're this high net worth and you're owning the game. I think that's not a good play. Like you're not supposed to die there. So some trades going off. I think Secret getting this tower is gonna be huge for them though. They open up a lot of the map. They have like two heroes that kind of want to farm. They have both Drow and Moore if they want to farm. I guess they will get this tower now as well. They have 3 heroes here. Sai has a hood. He's pretty strong now. I think Sumel is going to struggle to find kills on the map, unless him and Sayak like start burning smokes. He should get it off. Oh, he is a regen though. He's fine. I think these two need to start smoking. I think Solo should probably just tell them to fuck off from his lane so he can get his level 6 because he's level 5. Okay, he got Tome. Oh, remember what I said the other day when you play 4 and like the 5 takes a Tome? I know he's level 5 on Lich, and I know like you want to get your level 6 and like make a play with your Lich ult, but in reality like it's just not good. Like in my opinion, it's just not very good. I'll explain it after this fight where it looks like Sai's going down. They're reloading in Drow and Io. Got a return kill on the Tiny. Looks like Viper is gonna survive this. Maybe, maybe not. Good play by Nisha. Nice chrono by Ramses on the Drow. Drow is gonna die for that. I think Nisha is probably just gonna get out. So pretty even trade considering they use chrono. Obviously Matsu dying is not great, but at the same time they got the Viper. They use chrono, they're not gonna lose their mid tower, so pretty good for them. But yeah, like I said, let's look back in the situation. So Lich is level 5. Invoker's level 9 with Urn. He's super strong. Tiny's level 6, and if Tiny gets Tome, he's level 7, right? And you're using a smoke here. Basically what they did is they smoked the Tiny and the Lich. Like Lich took the Tome and smoked with Tiny, level 6 Lich. But in reality, like, you can just give this Tome to Tiny and let your Lich have the mid lane. And then you have a smoke that consists of Invoker who's level 9 and a level 7 Tiny. Instead you're smoking with the Tiny who's level 6 and a Lich who's level 6. You know? Like, it's way worse. The way you get this level 6, like, you might as well just take this lane for like 1 minute, 1.5, you know? And your Tiny's gonna have like the fucking game of his life if he gets Tome in this game. If you get Tome on Tiny and you're already level 6, like you get level 7, 8 super fast, your damage is like so much higher. This Lich ult is like, sure, it's a good spell, but it didn't even matter, you know? Like the practicality of it is, yeah. I just think sometimes like you have to really, even though it looks like, oh, it's a given, you know, Tiny's level 6 already, this Lich should be getting the Tome, right? Because he's level 5. But in reality, this Tiny doesn't need level 6, like he needs level 8, 9, like he gets stronger from every level. And he's the one who's setting the pace for the team. Like I think you give this guy the Tome, like almost regardless of what happens. It's either him or Invoker. And giving Invoker Tome is also fine. Like he's also the hero that plays with Tiny to run around, you know. It's not push 4 bias. Like I think my explanation makes complete sense, and I don't really think there's much argument against that. The other thing you can do, like I'm talking about this specific game. Like obviously sometimes you want to give your fighter the tome. That's not what I'm saying, but in this specific game, like I think it doesn't make any sense not to go to Tiny. I think if your plan is like you're going to smoke with Lich Void, you know, like Lich Void is gonna smoke, use Chrono and Chain Frost. Sure, I mean it makes sense. And then your Tiny is farming top lane, getting his blink or something, but that was not really the play. That was not really what they did, right? I don't like this by Sai. He's gonna die here for nothing. Okay, maybe not. Team Camp comes in. Chrono on Sai, but Mato's gonna be fine. He used Mask of Madness, he's gonna die. Okay, so good trade by Radiant there. They might get Roche. This is why Drow is good against Void, guys, okay? So big cooldown heroes like Void and fucking Enigma, you know? Like they need their spell to do anything. It's 160 seconds. And Drow is like the perfect hero against that. Drow has no cooldowns, and she deals a lot of fucking objective damage. Like she takes Roche fast, she hits towers fast, so you can do a lot more in this 160 seconds than most heroes can do on a hero like Drow, you know? Does that make sense? You guys understand? Yep, good. Good. Alright, so Tiny's game kind of slowed down a little bit. He's level 8. He's having a fine game still, but considering the start he had, like he could have completely owned this game. Considering he's playing against like 2 supports that are free kills for him. I think it has something to do with the fact that him and Sumail haven't played together that much, because in reality, like best case for them in this game is that these 2 heroes have a good game, and they both were having a good game, but they didn't use it. They didn't smoke together. They didn't set any pace. They didn't really progress much in net worth, either of them, or levels. I think it just comes with practice. Poppy, this is what I said Poppy was probably gonna do, you know? This is what I said after the draft when I said they don't really have a frontliner. That they're probably gonna play Venge as the hero that runs in and just play her like on the aura. And it makes sense, you know? Like they're not playing this hero for, you know, saving with swap or whatever. They're playing this hero to be the hero that runs in first and just gives vision. Tiny has blink. This is a great fight for Dire. Okay, Morphos, DD, and Aegis might not be that good for them, but they have good ward. Tiny's blink. Maybe they can get on the Io first. Okay, he's just killing the wave. Gonna have to TP out because he has no mana. Should just TP right now. Should just TP. Okay, free tier 2 for Radiant. So basically this is what I mean, right? In the 160 seconds that they didn't have Chrono, Secret got this. They got a tier 2. They're gonna get the outpost before he has Chrono up again, you know? And if you have some hero like Spectre against Void, like, you're not even gonna get the Roche. You're not even gonna get this. Because you have a Spectre. That's the good thing about this hero. It's not super complicated when you're in the game. Like, it's so easy for them to make this call. Like, they fight here, Chrono's used, like, oh yeah, sure, we're gonna go Roche. But the thing is, like, you have to realize it in the draft. Like, you have to pick the hero that makes sense against the Void, you know? You see this Void, like, you pick heroes that are good for taking objectives, like abusing the cooldown. So when they I think they first picked Void, like overall first pick. Like it was Viper Void first too, and they picked Drow, right? So pretty easy for them. Could I explain E-Blade? I'm not sure. I mean, it's the highest agility item, right? E-Blade gives you 40. Barter gives you what, 35? 30? Yeah. So it's the highest agility item. I'm not sure why he wants it in this. I think it's just because he wants a Ghost Scepter, and then he's like, fuck it, I might as well buy E-Blade. Like, because once you have a Ghost Scepter on this hero, like the best item you can buy is a fucking E-Blade anyway. But buying this E-Blade is gonna give you 15 agility, for free, right? So you upgrade your this, it gives you not 15, it gives you 10 because this is 5. Eagle Song is 25. So you basically get 10 agility for free, and you get an active that deals damage. Like, it's just like good upgrade. Why not Pike first? I mean, you can argue that he should buy Pike first. You can argue he should buy Manta, BKB. I mean, whatever. He is buying Pike, it looks like. But like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't play Drow. I'm just trying to argue like why he wants E-Blade. I can see why he wants a Ghost Scepter for Void. And Viper. It's kind of decent against Viper in some situations. But I think he's probably gonna buy Pike into BKB. I think that's good. I think he kind of needs BKB this game, so it's pretty good. But he has Growbow. He has Venge, Growbow, and Dragonlance. It's like the fucking dream. Look at his fucking range. Also, this morph is massive. Manta, Dragonlance, 200 gold, or 200 CS. Morph down once. They might Chrono on top of him. They should Chrono on top of him. Oh, Roman kind of mega fucked up there. I guess, I don't know if he didn't see where Venge was. But the Venge can't help, you know. Okay, let's watch it again. So, I just want to make sure. They get a free morph kill, he's a 1000 HP. I think you just Chrono on top. Like, if you wait for him to get off his morph, he's not gonna die. I think that was just a mistake. Looks like Secret's going high ground, there's a buyback from Tiny. Drow is getting pretty low, but he's getting saved by Io and Centaur. Sai might die here, but Nisha's like pretty healthy. Tiny's gonna die back here. Nisha still has a lot of health. A lot of gold loss for Dire overall, even if they don't go high. They're gonna keep going, but yeah, he should have chronoed. Like when he's dead on morph, obviously he can't morph if you chrono on like before he respawns, or he can't morph if you chrono. You know, like he can't morph out of respawn if he's chronoed, basically. So he's gonna spawn with a 1000 HP and a Lich Hold on him. He's gonna die before he gets reload out, you know. And the only reason I can see why he didn't do it is because he doesn't know where the Venge is, but the Venge was not able to swap. So you got the Rax, Yapster's reloading out, that's a good play. I think Nisha is just get the fuck out, he's probably gonna die here. Okay, more or Drow TP'd out, Venge is out, they got a melee Rax, they got Sumil buyback. They got solo buyback, Sumil buyback, and Syek buyback, so huge gold swing for Radiant, 10k lead now. In 22 minutes, basically another situation where they punish this Chrono CD. It's a little bit harder to just force high ground just because Chrono CD, but looks like Puppy's gonna die here. Making them work for it though. But yeah, they got basically a Rax from a Chrono CD, so it's good play by Secret. You can see it so obviously for them. Like they have no Aegis, they have like no. Jar has no real item before this push, but they just realized they don't have Chrono. Fuck it, let's go. You know, they don't miss any spells. They're just gonna go high ground. It's good play by Secret. Io can save him here. It's true, but you gotta realize that. I mean, I don't know if he was level 12 on Io. He might have been, but it's still a 3.25 cast time, right? So, I mean, obviously, like this is very hindsighty. But I'm just letting you know, like, that's like the best chance you get to use Chrono. And even if you don't get like full, you don't need a fucking 4 or 4.5 second chrono on Morph. You need like, you just need him to be stunned out of the respawn. That's all. And then Lich will kill him with his burst and whatever spells they have. Like anything will kill him. You know, 1000 HP is nothing. But I mean, maybe it could have gone wrong. But I just think that the way he chronoed anyway was like the worst case, because Morph got off his ability and then he got reload anyway. You know. So you had to use chrono before he respawned, basically. Game is looking very good for Secret now. It's kind of hard for him to lose. Dire's heroes don't really scale better. If Radiant, like, if they ever like need to, they can buy BKB on both these heroes, and they literally will never die. They have no damage to BKB, like nothing really. They have Viper, Invoker, Tiny, Lich. None of them deal damage to BKB, unless Sumail's bang Axe, which he is, but it's low 3. You know, it's not really gonna deal that much damage. They have 2 saves as well. They have Venge and Io, and the pipe. It's looking pretty rough for Dire, for sure. But this Rosh is important. Dire they'll have chrono for this Rosh fight. This is kind of the best case for like a big cooldown hero to fight. You know, Rosh is up, your spell is ready. You kind of have to force this fight. You know, you want this fight to be around Rosh. They just lost Butterax to creeps because they want to be around the Rosh. They don't know if Radiant is doing it. They also know that Radiant does Rosh really fast. So this lane is super annoying for them. And Secret is just waiting. Secret is just waiting for somebody to show on his bot lane. Puppey goes in, starts the fight again. Puppey just literally just ran in, got tossed, and he's fine with it, you know. Still has his solution. They have to use like something on him. When he runs in, like somebody has to use their spells, and in this case Tiny uses toss and stun. When he does that, Drow just hits him, or Morph goes in, or somebody counter initiates, and basically Tiny dies for Venge, but Venge has this fucking illusion running around. So and they got to start the fight. It means their Drow and their Morph is safe. So this Morph is fucking massive now. Like at this point, like you kind of miss your timing as Dire. Sumail got a solo kill on him. Like Tiny had a great game. I think you need to keep the pace. They should know, like if they ever use a chrono poorly against this lineup, like they're gonna lose a Rosh. That's fine. Like the problem is they lost the fight with chrono and they lost Rosh. You know, if you win the fight with chrono, like it's way harder for them to. Oh boy. If you win the fight with chrono on Void, like it's hard for the team to go Rosh, you know, like maybe you kill the Drow with the chrono, like he can't really go Rosh, you know, until he respawns, and you buy time like that, and you get gold, and then maybe you sack the Rosh. But if you lose the fight with chrono, like it's basically gonna fuck your entire game. It's a very low margin for error. GG. Yeah, I think good play by Secret. They played very fast. They have no cooldowns at all, and they just played fast. That was a really good Dota. It's not your typical Secret gameplay, but they did have like the lanes, you know, like 2 cores, like no spaces maker mid, and I think it could have come back to bite them if they played a little bit faster on Invoker and Tiny. They played a little bit too slow. And Secret got online basically. Alright. So what do we do now? We wait for 15 minutes? Is this where I'm supposed to play like casual games and like entertain you guys, or what? Yep, it's not gonna happen, my friends. It's not happening. I'll answer your questions, talk to you guys. I watched Taos Chen. Who's he playing with? Nobody. Sep Slark. 2 OG players playing Slark at the same time? I don't think that's a coincidence. Sep Slark or Mid One Slark? Or Boxy Ember? Or Quinao? What do I think make Ice special for EG? What is there to say? I mean, obviously it's something that we knew for a while that we were gonna need a replacement. You know, it's been in the works for longer than you guys know probably, but Ice was pretty much like the first priority for us. It's a player that honestly we've wanted to play with for a long time. You know, in the past, like when we were looking for offlaners, like he was never available. So now, like when we were looking for an offlaner, he was available. He wanted to play with us. That was just perfect, you know. So I think the biggest the biggest problem is like logistics, you know. Having 2 players in C, one in Europe, one in NA. Right now it's a little bit rough, but at the end of the day, we gotta make decisions that make our team the best we can be. Like we gotta have a roster that can contest for TI, and I think there's no better option than Ice for that. So even if right now it's gonna suck for us a little bit that we can't compete and we're too split apart, in the long run I think it's gonna pay out for us. Yeah. Who's the best offlane player in my opinion? There's a few really good ones and not that many decent ones, you know? In my mind it's very top heavy. I would say I mean you have to mention like Mind Control and Sip just because of their TI performances. I think Mind Control was in my mind Mind Control was the MVP of TI7. Sep massive, you know. Sai, I'm a huge Sai fan. Personally, obviously, he's a good friend of mine, so I'm gonna have to say Sai as well. Like a good teammate and a good player. But I think outside of those players that won like big tournaments like TI or like Sai was winning every tournament right now. Like honestly, I would say Ice. And I haven't played with Ice, so it's harder for me to say. But just based on results, that's my ranking. If you asked me like 3 years ago, I would say Ice might be top 1. But European offlaners have been like really good in the last couple of years. Faith BN is a good shout. Faith BN, I'm a big Faith BN guy. Big Faith BN fan too. That was hard to say. Honestly, he's like one of the few Chinese players that like socialized with Western players at like summits and stuff. So both him and Innocence, like I really hope they do well. I'm happy to see them compete again at like the top level. That's really nice. Yang is pretty good. Yeah, Yang is good. Uni, of course, Universe will always have a special place in my heart. I miss him. Really good friend, good teammate. Universe was one of the few people that actually believed in me as a captain, you know? Like, he actually really believed in me and thought that I had the potential to keep being captain, even though I didn't really believe in myself. Like, yeah. I'll never forget that. Do I think Ame is the best carry player in China? Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean Euros, Ame, they're both good. I don't know. What my favorite beverages? Dude, I gotta tell you. Monster Energy, Peach Rehab. Mwah. Best it gets. Yo, Boomsicko. Thanks for the 5 gifted. I missed your other 5. I forgot to mention your other 5 gifted, dude. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. I saw it and I was like in the middle of my of talking about something. I completely forgot about it, but thank you for the 10 gifted, man. I appreciate that. Seriously. Garbage Barge, thanks for 5 months. Ice Ice is awesome. So glad he's on EG now. He's a fucking awesome dude. He's funny as fuck too. So I'm looking forward to playing with him. Should be a good time. Orby, thanks for the prime. Tips on how to get a girlfriend? You're asking the wrong guy, man. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Boyfriends though, guys. I'm just kidding. Kappa Pride? Yeah. How much for coaching sessions? I'm not gonna do private coaching sessions right now, because I think if I did, I would have to hold back, and then you're kind of paying for something where I'm not giving my all. So I think like while being a competitor, like I can't really do coaching sessions. I think it's not right for my team to be like for me to go out there and expose like myself and my ideas, you know. So if I retire at one point, I'll do coaching sessions maybe. How many tangerines in a day, bro? If I had like a bottomless ocean full of tangerines, I would literally empty it. That's how many tangerines I can eat. Like, seriously. Gamers class? Gamers class is the most I can kind of reveal. And the reason why I could do gamers class without like losing or revealing too much is that it's not like all competitive tier. It's mostly like general strokes and like the idea behind like specific movement and like basic ideas about position 4. So I understand like why you would want like a personal coaching session, but I just don't think that's something that is really something you can do as a pro player while being active. Tangerine or sunflower seeds? Sunflower, what the fuck, bro? Get out of here. Tangerines in season, man? It's good shit. BSG does it, and BSG is not an active pro. That's not even like a shots fired or anything. No Tilt does it? No, he doesn't. Does he private coaching sessions? Actually? I don't think he does. Wolf Mooney, thanks for the 2 months. Hey Crit, love the streams. Thanks, man. No problem, man. Thanks for watching. Kesu does it. Kesu's also not on an active team right now. Does ranked really matter? What do I think? Yeah, it matters. If you're an up-and-coming player, up-and-coming pro, ladder is your life. That's your scene. That's the way you get noticed. So for players that are not already pro, like ladder is ranked, it's like it's everything. For pros that are already in the scene, it still matters. It's like a way for you to set yourself goals, not become complacent, make sure you stay sharp. So yeah, I think it matters. Pubs are your training ground, like in Dota. You don't have like it's not like real sports where your team has like private training facility, like where you can just play internally with your teammates and practice like that. Pubs are literally your training ground. You go there every day and you have to take it serious, and it matters. That's my opinion. I don't think it works like that. I don't think the numbers is what's gonna get you in teams. But the fact that you play in the highest MMR games means that you play against the best players. And you will be able to basically put on a performance and show players like what you got. So the specific number doesn't really matter. It's just that you get in the games that matter. And that's like how you show yourself. What are my favorite monster flavors? My favorites are the rehabs because they're a little bit milder. I like peach, I like raspberry. Yeah, those are my favorites. If I have to drink like a strong flavored monster, I would go with Mango Loco, probably. But I can't drink it too much. I like the rehabs the most. The rehabs are really good. Yo, boom, Sicko. Dude, you're already at 15 gifted for today, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. You're climbing the gift ladder right now. 15 gifted already. We've been streaming for less than an hour, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, looks like we're starting. Let's go. Joker monster? Joker monster. I don't know if I've tried it. I don't think I've tried that. I've never heard about that. Joker monster? I don't think I've heard about that. Alright, let's see. Wisp. Ench first ban. Makes sense. And into Wisp ban. Probably don't want to play against Wisp again after that. I mean, I don't think Wisp was really the factor that changed much, but Wisp is a good hero at setting pace, so. I would say that indicates that they want to go for Void again, most likely. I think that means they want to go Void, because they want to play, I mean, maybe not. I mean, I don't know. This Wisp ban is a little bit maybe just they didn't want to play against it. Guys, thanks for the prime. Undying ban. I see a lot of undyings in this tournament, so I think it's just very highly valued right now. Would be my guess.
10 seconds.
Not watching Barca. I mean, it was either this or Barca, and I watched already a lot of football today, so I kind of just went for it, you know. Alright, so Slaughter first pick into Magnus. Interesting. I think it's just no one Magnus, almost for sure. I've never seen solo play Magnus, and I know that no one's been playing it a lot, so I mean, I guess it could be solo. I just don't remember seeing it.
10 seconds.
Slaughter, very likely side, but honestly I could see Poppy playing it just for the fuck of it, you know, if it makes sense. So both of them are kind of both offlaners in 5s potential. Most likely I would say though that this is offlane, and I think this is a little bit more open, but probably just 2 offlaners to be honest. Can I rate first phase heroes? I mean, even if I had a really good idea about it, I wouldn't really talk about it. But honestly, I haven't been playing competitive for so long that I don't think I could make a fair estimate of like my priorities for first phase. Anyway, if I had it, I wouldn't say it. So this is probably Poppy Omni. It's like an old school counter to Magnus. You know, you just get RP, you use GA. Pretty basic counter, but it works. It's not bad. Player disconnected. Who disconnected? Can't see. Whoops. What did I just do? Yeah, if you see anything that looks like a spoiler, ban it. Just perma-ban it. I'm not looking at chat all the time. Just ban it. Perma-ban that shit. I don't know if anyone else is here than Carrie, but Carrie, if you see anyone that spoils or looks like a spoiler, just yep. Alright, Lina, probably just the 4. I think this is just their offlane. Magnus, Lina, very straightforward. Lina is like a very common 4 right now.
5 seconds.
It's good against Omni Knight, obviously. Omni's not gonna have much to do on this lane. A lot of Lina games, yeah. A lot of Lina games. Yo, I think I missed once. Old Fart, thanks for the tier 1. I don't know if I mentioned it. I just don't remember reading your name, but thank you. Appreciate that. You like Lina here? I mean, the problem with it, I don't think it's even. I don't think you can consider it a flex pick because nobody's gonna pick a Lina here and put it mid. Like, it's just never gonna happen. So it's not really flex in reality. I don't think so, at least. If you want Lina mid, you're gonna pick it later. Like, I just don't think so. But maybe some teams will value it here. Saw it many times. Well, I'm just saying my opinion. Doesn't matter if other teams do it. I just don't think it's good. I think it's probably. Oh yeah, they do play 5 Lina. That's true. That is a good point. I did see. Yeah. It could be 5 Lina. I forgot about that. I did see Solo play 5 Lina, so that's pretty likely actually that they're just gonna flex it as a support, like between 4 and 5. So that's pretty good. Not bad. I'm guessing it's probably a good lane against Slaughter, but they should probably ban Rubik, I would say. If they don't ban Rubik, it's not gonna be good against Slaughter. He will just die to 1 lift. It's a pretty obvious Rubik ban though. You're playing against Yapsor. They have a melee 5, they need a range 4. You have Lina Magnus, like you need to ban, yeah. It's Rubik. Snapfire ban by Secret. Nothing much into that. A troll ban. I think that's just because they have Magnus and they're playing against Slardar, so like they have Slardar playing against Magnus, so they're worried about troll and lane, I guess. That's an okay ban. Pugna, again, I think it's just because Sumel's been playing Pugna in like more than 50% of their games. Tal's playing mid right now? That's crazy. That's not every day. Is he playing Viper or Zeus? Zeus! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. It's a go-to mid. Like if you haven't played mid in a while, like pick Zeus, you know, use Q on the creep wave. So Phoenix here, I see so much random Phoenix picks like by these European teams and these Chinese teams. Like it seems so random to me. Like I get it, like they have 2 melee heroes, you want a 4 hero, like, but I just don't think it's good. Like, whatever, it's fine. I just see it so much. Like I see it so much that I'm like, do these guys think this hero is broken or? Is there just no better hero? Like I see it all the time. This Phoenix, all the time, in every game. There's Mars Phoenix, fucking Phoenix. In China even more so than in Europe. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But I guess it's just because there's not that many range 4s. Like there's a limited amount of range 4s that are good right now. Slaughter PA, it's classic. PA Omni is probably good. TB, it's a pretty good TB pick. It's good against Slaughter and PA in theory. They have a lot of team fight to back him up. I think it's a good TB pick. GH making Phoenix look OP. I mean, GH is one player that I think you have to ban Phoenix against, to be completely honest, because that guy played like 500 Phoenix games in the last 3 months. Zeus is a good pick. I'm gonna say this is probably YapzOr's hero, but it could be mid. I'm not sure. It just seems like YapzOr. It's screaming YapzOr to me. I don't know why. Sumel. What is Sumel gonna play? I mean, if he thinks it's Zeus mid, he might pick Invoker. It's a good Invoker game, I think, again. I think it's good. What else is there? I don't know. Some Tiny. Tiny is... I would probably pick Tiny if I was going mid here.
10 seconds.
Tiny is pretty good. Ember, Void Spirit. I feel like those heroes are like... Every game I see, like, they just look good. Like, there's not that many, like, hard counter spells to these heroes in these games. Like, in this game, there's no counters on either side for, like, a Void Spirit or an Ember. You know, but people are just not playing them that much right now. I think more than likely he's gonna play Invoker again, but I could see some Tiny or some Void Spirit maybe. Invoker's banned, right? True. What about Pango? I don't think Sumel really plays that much Pango, and he's also on ping. It's pretty hard to play Pango on ping, so I'm gonna say no to that. Lesh. Lesh is good. I don't like TA. Lesh is decent, but they have... actually, Lesh is not good. Maybe Lesh for Secret, though. I can see Lesh for Secret being good. Yeah, Lesh makes sense here. If it's YapzOr Zeus. We'll see. We'll see.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they played this lineup already with Omni and Slaughter, and they had a Lesh mid, so I could definitely see Lesh here. Mirana. So I think Zeus is mid. Smell tiny.
10 seconds.
I don't know. Invoker tiny. Could actually never mind. Invoker spam. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Seconds.
I don't see this team picking Ember or Void Spirit ever. Even though I think this is a great game for both Ember and Void Spirit. So, but just not sure. Conca, it does not look very good to me now. I like Void Spirit or Tiny most, personally. Because they can both get on top of Zeus. And they're good on lane against him. I don't know about Void Spirit actually. I think Void Spirit against Zeus might be a little bit rough, but Tiny against Zeus is pretty good. I mean, Ember is really good too. So when Mag mid. I think that's fine. I didn't see it coming, but if they think they're gonna own this bot lane with Beast, like I think it makes perfect sense. I just don't think it's a like. I mean, it's Beast. It's Lina 4 with a last pick offlaner. Like they need to win bot lane. They need to win this lane. And they probably will, but they need to win it pretty hard. So it's a 5 Phoenix. Ugh. That's a little bit yuck for me. Like, yeah. Oh, I think Secret's lineup looks a little bit wonky because they have no real setup. Like, they have only Slardar, which is not a great setup either. Like, it's like a bash into a stun. It's like, how much stun is bash? It's like 1.5, right? Or something? No, it's 2, and the stun is some weird number. Basically, if you chain your stuns, it's like not even that good, you know? I can't remember because there's some weird numbers. I'll check when I get in game, but yeah, it's not good. And they have no other stun than that, so I think he's gonna buy Yule some Mirana most likely. Stun is 1, bash is 1.3, so yeah. It's pretty bad. They don't... Who has a first item? I just don't understand this. I really don't understand this build. We'll see what happens. So, like, I could talk about this a lot, but I really don't see it. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't understand. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Maybe he thinks this TP is gonna spam illusions on lane, which is possible. Or maybe he thinks, maybe he thought Lina was 5 and he thought he was gonna get spammed. I'm not sure. Because it's awful against Phoenix. It's not, I mean, TP sometimes they do spam the spell, but it's like, I wouldn't say it's warranted for you to buy, like, this item is not very good to buy level 1. It's just very greedy, which basically makes sense because it's Yapso, you know. Usually he does not buy a lot of regen, and he does not buy items that doesn't transition into something for him, which I can appreciate, you know. Like when I play Earth Spirit, like I literally don't buy like any like stat items that don't transition into something, and it can be really good, but I just don't know why he would start with the wand over boots, for example. Like I don't see why. Wraithband? I mean, I haven't played Mirana with Wraithband at all, so I've never tried that build. But I think I would probably just buy I would probably just rush Urn, like circle it and a lot of stats, 2 sets of tangos so you can fight Phoenix, maybe a Sentry so you can block this camp or deward this, and then you just play for Urn rush, and then after Urn I would probably buy boots and 3 Yules. You buy circle into Urn on Earth Spirit. That's what I just said, man. That's what I just said. But he's not buying Urn, so he's like, that's why he's, you know. So first meta was kind of wasted or what? Because Sai has perfect CS. Yapster's level 1. Gonna take some beating here. Solo might be dead. Yes, he is. He fucked up. Slider has high MS. He's dead. Yeah, I mean, that can happen. And he wasted his fairy too, but that happens. I don't think it's that bad of a death just because both camps are open now. And Ramsey's got like free farm under tower, plus his wave is free. It's not that bad. It happens. I don't think it's that bad. Music is a little bit quiet today. Turn it up. Alright. Mid lane should be a farm fest. I could see Magnus getting a little bit pressured just because Zeus is so fucking annoying and he's a melee hero. But I think he will be fine over time. He'll probably have perfect CS. Top lane should be a stomp, but I think probably just got the D-ward. The pull will be open now. That's a mistake from Radiant. They need to make sure that it's blocked and now it's open. And the lane is pushed. This is also really bad. Unless they get too range denies, which they might. Nope. Okay, this is fine. Now they should drag back the wave. Drag back the wave here as far as you can. And you need to go block the pulling. And now this lane position is good for them. Really good for them. So Matsu is gonna try to help Puppy get the pull out, which good play. They didn't do it because, I mean, this beast should literally own this lane 1v2 and he is owning it. It's really shitty lane. Matsu is probably dead too. This lane is an absolute disaster and I don't think it's gonna get better over time at all. Yeah, this is a big problem for Dire. Like, honestly, it's a very big problem. Meanwhile, Roman is free farming because he has counter matchup. I think Secret, they kind of fucked up the draft a little bit in hindsight. When you look at the lane matchups and everything, they need to make it to mid game and hopefully they get experience on their heroes. But I would probably like to see Puppy to stack a lot, or Yapsu to stack a lot, and just make sure that Zeus has a good game. Or alternatively, I would like to see Sai just do some crazy fucking shit. Like, I don't know what he's got. He's buying treads, but I would like Sai to just go top and literally just fuck this beast. You know, go 3 heroes top. Let Miranda's hit bot or something, and then make sure that this lane is won, because I don't think they're gonna pressure this TB anyway. They need to play, like, they need to be really smart about how they use their resources here. It's not very simple either. Another option is that they go on this guy with Sus ulti, which I think is a good play. Just force it on TB. Like, you have low 5 slaughter, like you just run at him. You get low 2 arrow maybe. Oh, that sucks for Samel. Yeah, I could just go hard on this guy because Sus ulti will literally almost take half of this guy's HP with low 2 static field. Low damage. I think they should just go on him. I mean, the good thing is Sai is free farming and Nisha is mega free farming, and he has probably stacks. No, they don't have stacks. No stacks at all. Also, what happened up here is that no one is trying to pressure the tower. A couple of things actually happened here that made it so that Mato has a completely fine lane. One thing is that they're trying to push the tower with the siege, which is not a bad play. I think it's fine. But the problem is like the problem with this beast build that everyone is doing is that you don't have fucking boots, you know? Like, you're not really strong before you have your necro book. It's greedy. So like, the whole point of getting level 5 with beast and you have level 3 boar is like you're super strong on lane. Like, you can bully anyone out. But if you don't buy boots, you can't do it. Like, you basically miss your level 5 timing, and you're not strong until you have level 6 and necro 1. So basically just makes it so that Mato gets his level 6 for free and like has power chuds when he has level 6 on beast. I'm not a big fan of this build. It kind of like the advantage they had on this lane is kind of wasted because people don't buy boots, you know. So I mean, it might not matter like in the long run, but I just think it's some pressure missed. They still they push the tower almost with siege, and now they get the tower, so no one is really farmed. He has necro book basically, level 6, so he's doing like really good, but I think they could have really messed with Matu. Was it unrealistic to expect 404 to have a stronger debut than they have had so far? I don't think it was unrealistic. I think it's hard to expect. Like, you can't really predict what's gonna happen. Maybe they just come into the scene and they just own everyone, you know. I could have seen that happening. They had a little bit of a slow start, you know, but they beat Liquid, I think, right? That's the team they beat. So I mean, it's hard to say. He's dead. So no one wants to go make this wrap on mid tower with his necro, probably. Oh my god, dude. They cannot let Puppy farm up here. Like, he just farmed like a full wave and he's not gonna die for it. How does he not? He's going for next wave too. I mean, he will die now. They have to kill him. But like, he already got so much here while he should have just been dead. I don't know what they're doing here. Like, on Beast and Dina. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're letting Omni sit here, like, this far out on the lane. Like, what the fuck are they doing? He just got 2 free waves here. I mean, I have no idea what they're doing. I mean, they want to collapse on mid, but yeah, I don't get that. I really don't get that. I think Nisha kind of fucked that up. Good move by Radiant though. That's good. Even Ramses is here to take tower. That's a good play. So they made it work. They were just very slow about it. So at least they got the collapse on mid. They killed Nisha, but I think he kind of fucked up. He had bad position. And they also have 0 wards here. Like, no wards in this area. That's mid tower down. Good rotation, honestly. Really good rotation. So yeah, I mean, Secret's gonna play very slow this game. It's gonna be rough. But they have bots now. Nisha 3 nulls bot. He's very farmed. Sai is gonna have a problem, I think, where he's not gonna have a lot of place to farm right now, and he needs to save up for Blink. Who's drawing these lines on the minimap?
Radiant
This at the collapse on mid. They went here, and then these guys came from here.
tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Did Radiant open tower just now?
Bot tower dead for free. Very good for Mata. Do I use camera bindings? No, I don't. Mouse blink. I like that he's buying blink first. I like that, and not buying echo, because he has a bottle anyway. He has Fade Approach. He's fine on mana. Do we use alphabet for Danish language? Yeah, but we have some extra ones like this. Sorry guys, kind of AFK there. Nisha dead. Guess he got RP'd. Yes he did. Arcane Rune though. They're pinging Roche. I have Beast and TB. Don't think they can rush. Yeah. Nah. They're struggling a little bit with the support experience, which is making it so that they play very slow. They're trying for a play on Lina here with Murano. They have Blink on side though. It's gotta be a kill. Good kill too. Pretty bad by Sayak to be this far up, to be honest. Like, there's no point in being here. Like, no real point. You can just wait, or you just use your Q and let the wave push by itself. Like, no point in being there. So a free killing spree for Nisha, it's like a lot of gold. Yapster's level 6, so he's struggling a little bit. Puppy's level 7, it's not bad. Same level, pretty much same level as Solo. Mato's getting closer to Fury, but the problem is this margin is gonna get a lot bigger until he has his Fury. Ramses will outfarm him pretty hard. This egg is gonna die. So Sai squaring up. This is dead Magnus. Not a great play by Radiant at all. Being here is like, yeah, very costly. Very costly. That was 3 deaths they shouldn't have had, plus the Lina, that's 4 deaths. While their 2 strongest heroes are playing here. It's not very good. I don't know why Solo is even getting caught here. Like, I don't know why Solo is here, and I don't know why Lina is here. Both of those moves are really bad. No points. No point in being there. Like, you know that Secret is here. Like, it's the only place they have. Beast was here, keeping all this area, and TP is pushing in top. So there's only one place Secret can be. It's all this area. And you give them 4 kills in this area because you're moving out of position. It's pretty bad. They got Roche, but I think Secret gave up on this Roche like 5 minutes ago. They knew this Roche was gonna die because they don't have a mid tower. They're like losing the game and super hard in experience. Like, they don't really have any team fight. So Secret knew they were gonna lose this Roche. It was just like a matter of time. And they got 4 kills on the map before they lost the Roche. So I think they're pretty happy with that. So Radiant is pressing a little bit with the meta and the Beast Aura and stuff, so they're putting a pressure, making sure that this TB is getting further ahead of PA while he's farming Fury. But Mato has a decent timing. Honestly, I don't think it gets much better than this, like with the lane he had. So Ramses just marked all this area. I don't know if that means he just wants to say that they're there, or if he wants to get in there. I think he's just saying that they're here, which is true. Like, he knows that they're in this area. I mean, it's just a matter of being disciplined and just farming this. And when this lane is here for Dire, like, they need to be scared, you know. Right now, like, Secret is fine with trading the map 50-50, which is basically what's happening. Getting 50-50 traded because of the mid lane. At some point, Radiant is gonna smoke here. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that, but Roman literally drew the same line as me, same time. That was pretty funny. There was a fight on this mid lane. They got Syac. No one is probably gonna die here. Well, here's the Magnus counter. Nisha is not gonna die. They have Arcane Rune on Zeus, so it's a beautiful way to fight. Also, Radiant doesn't have meta, but they decide to force this fight anyway. We'll go back and watch the start of it because I didn't see it. So they don't have meta here. And Syac is super out of position again. Like, I cannot tell you guys how bad it is for him to be here. Like, he's so out of position. There's no need for this. They use Egg, they use Roar on a Heavenly Grace Slardar. RP and Zeus with Omni next to him. I mean, Omni literally shat on this team fight. They used Roar on a Grace target, they used RP on a hero with Grace ready. Like, Poppy literally just won them this fight. But they don't have meta. Lina is that first thing when they have complete map control. Like, that's really bad. Okay, so they just wasted like a minute and a half where they had Aegis, where they won't be able to get much. I don't know when exactly it runs out. Can I see this? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I guess Aegis runs out when it goes here, so it's like... is that right or no? I don't even know. Can you see it somewhere? You can't, right? It's just this thing. It may respawn in 5, so they lost 3 minutes of Roche. So 2 minutes, is that true? Go live? Okay, sure. Just relax. I mean, that doesn't matter though. We missed a kill now, but it's just... Okay, they got the Axe on Zeus. It's gonna be rough for TB now to play against Zeus. PA almost has Deso. I think now this game looks fucking bad for Radiant. I mean, you can see it here too. If it says may respawn in 4 minutes, that means Aegis is out in... Wait, I just did the math for you. Fuck you guys. Matu's dead. We missed it because you guys. I'm not taking blame for that. Just Matu though. It's not that big of a deal. They used meta. They used Roar. They used Egg. They're probably gonna get maybe 1 or 2 towers here.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower.
So Aegis is out in 15 seconds now.
Oh, and there goes Dire's bottom tower. Look at Dire.
Should be.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah. Not that big, I guess.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. He's almost has Battle Fury or Deso. Slardar has Bang Axe. I'm not sure if I like that. I don't think he really... I mean, I think it's fine. They're gonna have a lot of fucking annoying, like Heavenly Grace Slaughter with Axe. Like, I don't even know how that works. But it's probably obnoxious. My throat is like hurting because it's been a while since I talked this much, guys. It's literally not good for my throat. I can feel it. I'm not used to talking this much. Drink water. Good point. Let me grab a glass of water, boys, and I'll be back so I don't get a throat strain.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is not full. So he's wrong. Radiant just fortified.
They should have run while they had that chance.
Alright, boys, let's go.
Tower is under attack.
We're back. Guys, it's just because I'm not used to talking this much. It has nothing to do with me being sick.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, they have Dessa. When he gets BKB, I think it's gonna be pretty rough for them.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about
Yapsor has Bang Axe, of course she is.
Re-
Then
Yeah. Both of these support. I mean, this is kind of not really Lina's fault. It's just how the hero goes. Like, if you, after laning phase, like this hero just falls the fuck off, in my opinion. Especially if you have bad positioning. Like he really fucked up like 3 times. Like this death, the first death here, second death here. It wasn't really his fault, but the other death here was. Those 2 deaths were really bad. Definitely not. I don't have the caster vocal cords. Alright, looks like the game is gonna. The big thing is gonna be the Roche, I guess. Roche is up in 1 minute. I wonder if Secret will fight it without BKB on PA. I think they can, probably. Puppy has a fucking blink. Puppy's owning this game. I'm not gonna lie, he's actually owning this game. I don't have donations enabled. If you want to support, you can subscribe or gift. It's basically the same thing. No donations required for me. Why no donations? Because I'm not a streamer. I don't. This is not my job, you know.
out of my way.
Okay, Secret got Roche, pretty much. Okay, this is gonna be the game deciding fight. Lina's dead first thing. out of position again. I gotta say it. Sai got the Aegis. There's cheese on the ground. I think no one got it. No, Ramses got it. Okay, maybe it's not gonna decide the game. Unless Sai is... Oh, Sramil. Oh, that sucks. I don't know what he got cancelled by, but... Kinda sucks for them. Sai is fucking owning. Yeah, this game is over, I think. Bash. Okay, he actually got... He died to a Zeus auto attack. That's what he died to. That's kind of unlucky. Zeus passive? Well, he was BKB'd, so... I'm not sure. Maybe he BKB'd after. I think this game is over now. But we'll watch it to the end. This series was a little bit more one-sided than I thought, but I think honestly in this game, Radiant had the recipe to win. Like they seriously did. They just, it's small things when you play against Secret, you know, like very small things. Like it doesn't take much for you to just lose the game. I think they had it, Radiant. We'll look at the graph after the game, but I'm pretty sure they had this game. Opinion on the Yapster's items? It's fine. I mean, all that matters is that he has a Yules. I think that's pretty much all that matters. I think it's way better if he buys a Lotus or Greaves or Solar than buying his Axe, but it doesn't really matter. Game is over. They're gonna call it now when he dies. When Ramses dies, they're gonna call GG. I think. Maybe not. Sai's owning? Yes, he is. He is owning. First face slaughter too. He actually has 100 regen with this Grace and Puddle and 3.8k HP. How much status? 74% status resistance. That's pretty good. I mean, this item is so crazy. It's actually such a crazy item. Titan Sliver? He has it actually, you should give it to Sai. I just want to see it. That's the best target for Roar. Literally the best target. But they used everything. They used Laguna, they used Roar. That's it, pretty much over. They didn't have meta and they forced the fight. I mean, they forced two really big fights in this game without having meta. I think if you're gonna force these fights, like... Alright, that's game. Game over. We'll play by secret. This game was looking pretty rough for them at some point after laning stage, but they kept farming. They never really. I think Matsu did a really good job with farming this game. Like he had a rough lane, but he didn't die at all. Like he just farmed bot. He got his like. You don't farm Belfry very fast in this year, but you know you got it like 16 minutes. Pretty good. Sai, I think Sai was kind of the MVP here. Had a good lane. Got blink. Set the pace of the game. Kind of like turned it around. I think Poppy played well as well. Pretty good game by them. There's some stuff to watch for Radiant. I think they had the draft to win here. I think they were in a position in the game to win as well, so that's good for them. Alright, that's it, I guess. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed me watching the series. It was a little bit more one-sided than I was hoping for. I was hoping for some hype so I could get my, you know, you guys know I'm the best hype caster, but I didn't really have much chance here. Oh, he's already in a pub. Did Tal win his sushi game? Yes, he did. Alright guys. I'm not gonna. There's no more games, right? I don't think so. It's time to play AC Valhalla. I need to rest my voice actually. Holy fuck. Alright guys, to all the Dota frogs here, thanks for watching guys, I appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, the cast, whatever. Yeah, I'll see you guys around. If you want to stick around, we're gonna be playing AC now. I'm guessing most of you guys will be out, but it's just a good time, you know. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, otherwise I'll see you guys for the next time when I'm back for Dota.